Hey, welcome to another episode of Out of the Darkness and Into the Light. I just love the way that sounds. I just love the way that feels, just how it rolls off the tongue. Out of the darkness and into the light. Don't you want to come from out of the darkness and into the light? I know I do. I'm filming again. We're outside in nature, natural. Getting a perspective of what nature has to bring, what nature holds, the natural realm, nature. You know, I was looking up into the sky this morning after I finished meditating, and I normally look up and look at the clouds and see which direction they're moving, if they're rain clouds or, just cumulus clouds or what have you. And I looked up and I noticed something, that there was this line in the sky, and it stretched as far as you can see. One side of the sky was white with clouds. The other side of the sky was like blue, like early evening blue. And not only was it early evening blue on one side and clouds on the other side, it was a perfect line going across the sky. It's as if someone had took the sky and divided it in half. And the line also crossed the rising of the sun. And it made it appear as if the sun was going to follow that line or track across the sky. I'm going to upload that video so you can see it as well. But I thought that was kind of amazing. And then at the same token, I thought it was kind of strange. And it makes you do entertain the thought that maybe we are in a matrix, and it's okay. It's okay. It's no different than the kid playing a video game, and they're in the matrix of the video game. They have video games that's so real now you can't distinguish the real video game from a actual football game, basketball game. And we get into it. But our topic today is going to be, we're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about sadness. I'm smiling, but I'm talking about sadness. And then we're going to talk about anger. We're going to do it real quick because we're outside. And as you can see, it looked like it's getting ready to throw down with the pull down. But sadness, we all are sad at times. And there's nothing wrong with being sad. Sad is a way to filter out some of your emotions. If you're sad, you can get rid of some of your sadness. I like to take the word sad and scramble it. It spells ad. You're going through the internet and you're surfing the net and you see a lot of ads. And some of the ads you'll fall for, and some of the ads you just look at them, and then you don't pay attention to them anymore. Well, that's how it is when you're sad. It's just an emotion that you're experiencing it, you look at it, and you let it pass. And then when it becomes sadness, that means you've entertained that ad. You partook of that ad. And so now, not only are you sad, but you've incorporated sadness into your psyche. And we don't want to incorporate sadness into our psyche. We want to incorporate everything that's positive, everything that's good into our psyche. And if we do that, we've accomplished a whole lot. I know some of you are like me and you have goals set for the day where you want to accomplish a certain thing and establish certain philosophies and ways of life. And one of them is to recognize that there's nothing wrong with being sad. There's nothing wrong with being sadness. A lot of stuff is worked out during sadness, times of sadness. A lot of things are worked out when you're sad. The difference between sad, mad, and angry is when you're sad, it's just a feeling or an emotion that can be readily cured by not concentrating on that thing that makes you sad. I know we've been to places like funerals, and that's sad. We see the commercial with the abusive pets, that's sad. And the way we get over the sadness with the emotions from a deceased loved one is we give them their last respects, we honor them, and then we're sad at that moment, we're sad at that time, but then after that time expires of our being sad, then we start remembering and reminiscing about the good things about that person, and reminiscing about the good things about that person makes us glad. And when we're glad, we become happy. And we're happy we have experienced those people. We've had an opportunity in life to see those people. And now we're no longer sad and no longer walking in sadness. And so that brings me to anger. There's nothing wrong with being angry. There's nothing wrong with expressing your anger. It's what you do afterwards that you become angry. The scripture says, be angry, but sin not. Meaning you could be angry all you want to, but don't do anything that's going to damper or hinder your reputation as being a good person or honorable person. There's nothing wrong with being angry. There's a lot of things to be angry about. The state of this world makes me angry. The way we fight makes me angry. The way we just cannot get along makes me angry. So I come up with a solution. I make videos like this promoting love, peace, harmony. We must get along. We must share peace. We must be peaceful people. We don't have to war against each other anymore. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. That comes from the scriptures. It tells you there right there. And the very scriptures and the very people promoting the scriptures is the ones that's angry and mad at each other. So I don't understand that concept. But what I do understand is I'm showing you now that I'm angry about what I just said. But instead of just keeping that anger and harboring that anger, I'm going to take that anger and turn it into some productive energy. And it's going to be positive energy. And I'll no longer be sad. I'll no longer be mad. Unfortunately, I have to end our video right now because it's starting to rain. I'm not afraid to get wet. I just don't want my phone to get wet. So we go again with another episode of Out of the Darkness and Into the Light. If you like this video and any others, like them and subscribe for me, okay? All right.